Fitz Fonzarelli. Who is Fitz Fonzarelli? Who is Fitz Fonzarelli?
Yeah, star and roll with a motion picture.
Bone, what's good, man? Fitz Fonzarelli. Since they gonna see it, I guess I had to say something to them. Nah, man, y'all caught me getting fresh, man. I'm about to do this interview with Lisa for the Lisa B experience. Just about to do my thing, man, you know. Be cool.
Fly Levi's, coincide, mastermind, J Black. We back at it again. Feel free to get a text, Fonzarelli. And when they ask who was Fitz, the coolest rapper.
First thing that I want to know, and I'm sure everybody wants to know, where did the name Fitz Fonzarelli come from?
Fitz Fonzarelli comes from, actually, when I first started, I was starting off as benefits. And I wanted to shorten it up, so that's where Fitz came from.
Okay.
And it went on to basically, I wanted to look for a character that I could kind of reenact myself. And I thought back to Happy Days. And Arthur Fonzarelli being a cool guy, I wanted to make sure it was somebody that was basically like myself, somebody cool, not gangster, not a certain image, but cool, you know what I mean? So I wanted to run with that, and my friends, a couple buddies of mine also ran with it. Start calling me the sign.
I'm infatuated with your education, my elevation so fly together. I want to relive the moment we said hi forever.
Oh, I just can't see nobody else for you. When you lie, it's something about the crazy.
The first time I really spit on the mic, I was about 16. I did it in a dorm room down in Broad Space campus. Pretty much, we had the mic hanging down from the ceiling with the sock on the mic with the computer program, and we just clicking away and just rapping, man. We just used to go up in there freestyle. But I think probably around the end of high school, 17, 18 is about the time where I thought, well, this is something I would like to do. You know what I mean? Something I could see myself doing, but I didn't know how much I was gonna put into it. You know what I mean? It was something I liked to do. I loved to write. I always wrote. I used to write since I was about 13. But I think about 17, 18, I was like, you know, I think I could do this.
Where are you from? Tell us a little bit about your childhood, your upbringing, and where you grew up.
Gary, Indiana. I think you can attest to this. Gary is definitely a different place from what people think outside of Indiana. It really is an island. They call it Gangsta Island. I come from the west side, 22nd and Chase to be exact. I grew up there until about 18 when my parents were fortunate enough to move out to Maryville to get their own place, actually build their own spot. But Gary on the west side, that's where I come from. To the end, that's what I'm gonna represent. You know, I think everybody in Gary kind of comes from a similar background. It's a general struggle out here, you know. But I think I've been pretty successful at taking my mind frame out of that early, you know.
New and vintage, what does that mean to you?
That's basically what it is. It's we mix the two, and that's what our sound is. Me and my producer, Jesse Black, we pretty much put together a sound where it could have this old school vibe, but not actually be copying the exact sample. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to make sure that we were original enough to just kind of go back on the feeling, on the soul, on the funk of the old tracks, and just go off of that and build our own sound. So New Vintage is just a new sound, but it has a vintage feel, but it's all original, no samples.
You're working in the studio and you're traveling. Now, what advice would you give to a younger guy who wanted to pursue this as a profession?
2 words: be yourself. You know, I think, especially where we come from, it's a lot of artists, and this seems to be just the mind frame of the Midwest. is that we tend to copy from each other coast. We don't really seem to have an original sound coming out of our area. I think the best thing at this point is for everybody to just be original and be themselves, and we'll build a sound for the Midwest so that the Midwest can make moves like we should. I think that that's the main thing, is that nobody's being themselves anymore.
Tell me, I'm sure all the ladies want to know, what do you look for in a potential mate?
In a potential mate, smart. First off, nobody wants a dummy. You know what I mean? Definitely a female that's smart, goal-driven, like down to earth, kind of like that Southern feel a little bit, where they know what to do around the career, they take care of their man and all that good stuff. But she gotta look good too. She gotta be bad.
Brick houses stacked up, duplex, and I wanna live up in that. Just tell me.
I always try to get really deep into who is Fitz Fonzarelli, right? And I think that this is very important. It's something that I don't want to glide over and take lightly, because I think it's really important. Tell me, Fitz, what is your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon?
Yes.
Is this like childhood cartoon?
Yes, what's your favorite childhood cartoon?
Can I have more than one?
You can have more than one.
All right. I would go with the Ninja Turtles. Was it Flintstones? The Flintstones and Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Do you watch cartoons now?
No.
No, you too cool for that?
Yeah.
Too cool for cartoons?
Yeah, you gotta grow out of cartoons,
Oh, okay. I still watch cartoons.
Not cool.
Coolest rapper in the world. Can't nobody do it like this. Fonzarelli, baby. Fonzarelli, baby. And when they ask who is Fitz, the coolest rapper catch my drift. Can't nobody do it like this. Fonzarelli, baby. Fonzarelli, baby.
Hey yo, it's your boy Fitz Fonzarelli, man. Make sure y'all check out the Lisa B Experience. Bong bong.